What up, what up, what up? I am your host, Purple Do Rag, with the guy with the book. And tonight, I'm going to have a special guest for y'all. And you late for breakfast, thank you for tuning in. So what's up, guy with the book? What you got going on, big dog? I can't even hear you.
Oops, have a microphone off. How's everybody doing today? It's late for breakfast, episode 3, Sports for Breakfast. I'm here with my brother Day Day. We doing good over here, eating good, got some water, chilling. Looking forward to this conversation about sports.
We got to come off straight off the rip with it, man. About this Luka trade, man. What's going on with that?
Man, for a while, AD, he just hasn't, in my opinion, he hasn't been effective. So when you look at that and you see LeBron get Luka, look, there's a little bit more scoring. Now LeBron can kind of focus on some other things. Maybe Bronny can step up. But then I look at the other side of that, right? And you got AD over there in Dallas now. You got him and Kyrie together. What's that going to be, right? So you never know with certain players. Sometimes they might be, ineffective in certain places, but then they might be more effective in other places. So maybe AD gives us something to look at. But I am interested to see what happens if you get Luka, bring him down maybe 10 pounds. You boost up his energy a little bit with that lesser amount of weight, and you see what he can do.
Right.
What about you? What you think?
Dallas always had a decent team to me growing up. So I think AD will fit in good. I forget who I caught on the reel. I was at work and it's just in my ear. And the guy said that AD come from that background of pick and roll. You know what I'm saying? You check the numbers in New Orleans and you'll see that he was more productive off the pick and roll. Now you got people that play in that scheme. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie Irving, he opened up the flow for everything. So the boy ain't no slouch. He will dominate. You know what I'm saying? He will dominate. He been in the West since he started. He gonna dominate. Period. It's like he's gonna do that. I'm basically excited for the Dallas fans because if dude come with a chip on his shoulder, dude as in AD, he comes with a chip on his shoulder, he will be able to really ball out. You know what I'm saying? And show some type of president and probably make a run for the championship because Dallas been making a run. They've been in the playoffs since they got the young boy Luka. They just can't get over the hump. And that's where LeBron gonna come in. Now I'm gonna switch it off and put it on Luka. That's where LeBron come in with Luka. Cause now he gonna have him just like AD. He gave AD the tools and the vision to run another couple years of the game by himself. Now he gonna bring somebody that really idolize him. You know what I'm saying? White LeBron. You feel me? We had White Iverson. We got White LeBron. He gonna come in. He gonna get on that little Bron keto diet, that $1 million diet. He ain't gonna be out drinking beers and shit with fucking Post Malone out Dallas. Gonna be in LA in the hills chilling with LeBron with a fucking $2 billionaire or 1.4 billionaire. He gonna take LeBron back to his hood, the Slovakia, whatever the fuck he from. LeBron gonna build a school out that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna ride off to the win. The boy love Kobe. The boy loved LeBron. He always wanted to be a Laker. And he always wanted to play with LeBron. That boy back to fucking listen to LeBron and they gonna go for a fucking chip. Watch. And AD gonna hurt their feelings. Watch. Just like goddamn Dirk hurt his feelings back in the day.
You know, I appreciate the age that Luka's at. You know, like Luka started playing basketball at a really early age. You know, professional in Europe.
Baby
And
Bron.
yeah, rap, real
Baby
rap.
Kobe.
Yeah, real rap. Like over there, he's a superstar here, but he's a superstar over there. You know, and to watch his maturation, like he's doing some pretty dope stuff. But then when you get a chance to be in that space with Braun,
it's over with. You got the commander in chief. It's over with. Like you got the best person to make you a better person. And then you got to pay Luka, so you just ain't gonna be throwing him away. You stuck with this nigga. You literally stuck with him and Bron, and you ain't got nothing but like 2-3 years out of Bron. I don't give a fuck how good he playing right now. He playing because he excited. He always liked Luka. Luka crossed him up a few times. You know what'll be cheating? If Giannis said fuck Milwaukee and went to goddamn LA. I'm gonna just throw that out there. That would be insane.
Yeah, it would be wild.
Because Dame Lillard went to motherfucking Milwaukee. It became Paul George. That man became fucking Paul George, bro.
You know, I really think Dame he stayed in Portland way too long.
Too long.
He was killing everybody in the league, and he gave all that time to a team that just wasn't gonna ever be able to put another A-list talent on the team. That's just one of those markets for that.
He's in a town where they care more about having their people doped up more than anything. Yeah. Like when I was in Oregon, motherfuckers was out there like legalizing hallucinogens and shit like that. So it's like, yeah, it's beautiful as fuck up there. If anybody ever been to Oregon, Portland, Washington State, God is my witness. If you know what beauty in nature is, if you can really like peep that shit, those are the spots, man. I'm telling you, the most beautiful place. Anyways, he was up there because it was beautiful. They was giving him anything. He was a star up there. You know, if he would have went anywhere else, he would have had to play second fiddle, third fiddle, fourth fiddle. And Dame was him. You hear me? In Portland. He had his partner, Lil McCullum. Lil McCullum left. I ain't saying these niggas left and went and played like hot sauce. But they ain't went and really, you know, they ain't really put that man in. You hear me? They ain't really put that man in like they were supposed to. When they come to actually balling. Like I thought Dame will open up the floor so much that when he set up for them deep shots, Giannis would be right there cut to the cup. Porter being the cut ready. Middleton being the cut ready to shoot. You heard me? Or you a diamond all to the up, man. Like, listen, folks be got the understanding, like, I really thought that was a magical dude. They should have never fucking got Dame. They should have kept motherfucking, what's my man that left them and went to Boston and won? My Holiday brother?
Yeah. Drew.
They should have paid Drewski.
And wasn't it Drew who was with AD in New Orleans?
And Drew went up there, won a ship, left there, won a ship.
I do.
Them Holidays is nice though. Them Holiday boys been nice though.
Yeah, they tough. They some tough dudes. Real nice with the basketball. Great athletes. Yeah, man. The NBA isn't what it used to be for me, man. Like I remember being super excited when I knew that Stephon Marbury and Allen Iverson was going head to head, or hell, even in the later years, I got to still see Reggie Miller, or uh, you watching LeBron versus KG,
Right.
you know? It's the energy's different, It's like since the whole situation with the pandemic, the energy in the NBA is just different to me, right? But you got some videos over here, man. You want me to pull up one of these?
Pull up the bottom one.
All right.
That bottom one. Shout out to YouTube. It need a volume because they were talking about something. I don't even hear it. Can you hear it?
So, what you got?
I ain't hear none of that.
Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't play the audio.
It didn't
I
play
was
the audio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Let's see. Let's try it again. Let me share this first. Add the stage.
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what that is. I have to look into that later.
All right. We can just speak on a little bit what he was saying.
All right.
Some content.
He just he didn't really give much. Clay does he kind of touches things lightly, but he touched just a tad bit on the Doncic trade, and he seemed pretty relaxed about it. I don't know. It's hard to read him.
At this point, that motherfucker got what, 4 rings?
There you go. And at
He
this
got a
point, I would say that Clay knows what the league is. You know what I'm
and
saying?
Clay
Like,
Daddy played in the league. He been around the league. He understand the politics. Clay know what to say. Clay don't give a fuck. You hear me? Clay say, man, I'm gaining a champion that understands the pressure. I got Kyrie, he understands the pressure. Now I got AD, he understands the pressure. Another
right.
motherfucker that's gonna get doubled in the motherfucking and then drop when he go up big, kick it out the motherfucking me or Kyrie. We both water. And AD can shoot that bitch.
Yeah.
So with Kyrie driving it to the hole, he got the whole team on, and he kick it to the left or the right. That's why he's so calm right now. I'll be like, man, okay, yes, I played with one of the best motherfuckers, but I also played with a motherfucker named Steph Curry. They call him the chef, and he's still chefing shit up. Then I came to Dallas. I was cool. You know what I'm saying? I was cool on that. I was cool with Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come out here on the show, and he came out there and did what he supposed to do. You hear me?
Yep. So this game is on is on right now. They're in the third quarter of this game.
And AD playing right now. What AD got?
AD is looks like they must have set him out of this game.
Yeah, he ain't feeling too good. His ass cheeks hurt.
Damn. Kyrie putting in some work though.
But that's Kyrie. Kyrie balling for the nation of whatever Navajo he represents.
Damn.
Real shit. He talks some damn.
And Embiid and Maxey, they balling too.
Maxey's a fucking beast. That boy, this is why I like the new age, because when I was younger, I didn't know about LeBron until, because I wasn't really into no Sports Illustrated. I was bad as hell. I worried about me. You hear me? So I couldn't have time to watch basketball. I know 9/11, I skipped school that day. I didn't know it happened until something happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So when I first seen LeBron, I ain't see him play against no, Brad in the Sports Illustrated, or even if I heard somebody talking about them, like I wasn't in that circle of people growing up. So when I saw LeBron, he was coming on the court as a fucking professional, as the chosen one.
Yeah.
And I sat back and was like, who the fuck is this guy playing? Cleveland. I almost didn't watch the game. It was Cleveland. I've been to Cleveland. Shout out to Cleveland. But I've been to Cleveland. God damn it. I was going to go to Job Corps in Cleveland. I remember. I got downtown. I looked. I mean, I ain't about to come down this motherfucker. You end up, niggas end up going someplace and learning and getting stuck. I didn't get stuck in
Virginia, one of the places.
Bro, I love Virginia. That's just my opinion. Every time I say that, people be like, why? Nigga, I be forgetting this water out here sometime. I be like, oh shit, look at this shit. Pretty as hell. Look at the sun shining on this bitch.
Beautiful, right?
You can't get that in the woods, nigga. You can't get that in the woods unless you got some hilly woods and then you can get to a certain point.
Maybe
I ain't trying to do all that. I can pin 2 cuts and be, oh shit, look at this neighborhood. Oh, it's a little water spot right here. We can go fishing over there. We can. If you into shit like that.
Yeah.
And then in my past life, I was born by the water. I was born inland in this lifetime, and then I moved to Virginia. I was like, oh, okay. So when I talk to people, I'll be like, man, I live by the beach, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Hills, you got to drive 30 minutes to a hill. Other than that, it's man-made around this bitch. You got to drive, matter of fact, you can drive 20 minutes uptown Newport News, and it can get hilly.
Yeah, you should. I'm going to read this real quick. This is on ESPN. Luka Doncic was nearly asleep last Saturday night in Dallas when his phone buzzed. Only then did he learn that the Mavericks had just stunned the sports world by trading him to the Los Angeles Lakers. You can imagine how surprised I was, Doncic said. I had to check if it was April 1st. I didn't really believe it. The superstar has begun to recover from that shock after his first 2 days in LA, and he's growing increasingly excited about a new chapter with LeBron James and his famed new team on the West Coast. And while his past and future teammates say Doncic has never lacked motivation to be great, he now has all the fuel he'll ever need after the Mavericks inherently questioned his talent and determination by making the seismic trade. It was a big shock, Doncic said. Dallas was home, so it was really hard moments for me. But now I get to play in the greatest club in the world, and I'm excited for this new journey. I would say I always take the high road. I have my amazing moments in Dallas with all my teammates, coaches, and most importantly, the fans. They always supported me, and it was an amazing journey.
My first thing I gotta say about this, all three of them white people look the same.
Yo,
That's
JJ Redick played basketball out here.
Yeah, I see his shit in the Raptors when I go to Boo Williams for my son shit.
Yeah,
You know,
he played at Cave Springs High School in I think it's in Roanoke.
shout out to him. Shout out to Steph. You know, he played out here. Now Virginia, they either come here or they born here. See, I'm great and I came here. You know what I'm saying? But look, LeBron called that nigga before the game even started. That's why LeBron had a great couple games. He already knew it was cracking. LeBron is the GM, just like Magic was the GM so many years. They got the other guy Rob Pelinka, but
Yeah.
really Rob Pelinka is going off of what LeBron say. LeBron like, look, I fuck with AD for real, but I was talking to Luke, and I hollered at what's the man that owned that motherfucker? Forget their name right now. That owned Dallas, the famous guy,
Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban. He said, I hollered at Cube, man. You know what I'm saying? Cube said he with it. He'll do the little trade. We throw him a little back end money. You know what I'm saying? He'll pay half. We pay half. Throw 80 over there because shit, they contract about, and we gonna pay Luka the big contract. Cause you know Luka about to hit the biggest contract in NBA history. Only team got that much money is New York. And New York ain't about to spend it in LA.
Yeah.
And Boston damn sure ain't about to spend it when they got a rocket scientist on their basketball team. And you know they gotta top the rocket scientist because right now he top paid in the league. And then Nike don't like him. The rocket scientist, if nobody knows, is Jaylen Brown.
That dude is smart as I don't know what, bro.
What number of Jaylen you think he is? Because Jaylen was created by that lady. So when we start watching basketball and the Fab Four and all that, women start creating Jaylens. So what number of Jaylen is Jaylen Brown?
I don't know, but he's clearly top tier dude, man. I don't know about his character, but like I heard him speak, and that's you don't rehearse that. Like that's something that came off the dome.
Yeah, he's articulate. Yeah, I like the guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the dark skinned brother. You know what I'm saying? That's one of them. I should have had a bell for that one. We gonna start shouting out the dark skinned brothers, man, and the light skinned brothers. We gonna shout out too. But it's my brother's light skinned. Shout out to them light skinned niggas. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. Shout out to all my light-skinned brothers out there, man. When we used to wrestle when we was little, I used to ball y'all niggas up, man.
Who'd you play for?
Huh?
Who'd you play for?
Play what you mean?
Like, did you play high school football or basketball?
All right, let me tell you a story. High school. No, we're gonna start in middle school.
All
I
right.
was really a soccer guy. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I can run. I can check the shit out you.
So you was on your payload shit.
Man, listen, long as I don't put my hands on you, I can do it. Yeah. Bitch ass nigga. For real, I check the shit out you. Fast, striker, center mid, center forward, playing important position now. Goalie, fast, long. I was short. You know, I'm short now, but when I was little, I was like this tall, so I was tall. You know what I'm saying? Middle school, a nigga that was like 5'8", 5'7", he was tall back then. Then you had some abnormal nigga that was in middle school. For some reason, this nigga had to be 6'2". Why you that fucking tall, bro? Then you see his daddy and his mama, and both of them, they coming to school with Nike shit. They look like they just jumped out the gym. That's why you so goddamn tall. Your sperm's been in that bitch working out, daddy. And here go my little ass. Crack baby jeans. Fast as hell. Perfect match. But soccer, that was my thing. Then I played football. I played for Creighton Middle School. Then right before I moved up here, I was 14. I played for C.A. Johnson. Shout out to Creighton Middle School. Shout out in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina. Shout out to C.A. Johnson High School. C.A. Johnson was like they was hard. Shout out to Keenan, AC Floor, all them high schools back in the day, man. They was hard.
What sports did you play?
I played football, basketball, soccer, baseball, but I was trash in baseball. I ain't gonna hold. Man, listen, pretty much, if it wasn't soccer, I block this shit. I know how to have defense. I wasn't really that.
So you had good footwork.
Yeah, like when I went to ODU, if anybody know me, I'm put it on live. I used to fall with them guys now. What's that boy name? Bazemore. I wasn't the best, but I used to be out there. Bazemore, you remember I sprung my ankle? They had to carry me out the gym. That was me, bro. And I ain't saying it like that nigga was my partner now. But he was in the gym. They used to pick me. You know how you ball in college?
Hold on. The whole ankle thing, right? How'd that happen?
Man, I was like Jordan out that bitch. Went up for the shot. Not even a layup, jit. Come down, ankle. I'm done. I need a blunt. My niggas carried me all the way to the road. I swear to God, bro, they carried me off the fucking court. All the way to the road, bro.
All right, next question. Did y'all win?
I don't know.
Shout out to the nigga. I thought this was like pickup basketball or something at ODU or something.
But this was like, if you want no baller, because I'm balling with the niggas that play for ODU. You're not a baller.
Oh, so this is like
get on this court. This is open court practice for them, and you can play. They pick teams, but mainly of them niggas is they on the basketball team.
Right.
So niggas that be over there and shit like that, they see me over there balling, crossing niggas up. So they called me over one day, and I started balling with them niggas. Like I can see the court. All these niggas look like trees to me. You know what I'm saying? So once I realized who your face and your head shape and, you know, your body language on the court, it's easy to spot who you need to go to. And then I'm little, I can get there. I ain't about to shoot that motherfucker either, unless I'm open. I shot that bitch. I was open. They tried me. They was like, oh, he getting in there. He blocking nigga shit. He get to the hole. He passed that shit. Cause Steve Nash was my favorite player growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Steve Nash.
So, yeah, Nash was my favorite player because he was small. He can get in the hole. He can whatever he used to do. You know, Steve Nash hit you with that. I'm gonna pass it. No, I'm not. I'm gonna shoot it. No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? That's how I looked at it. And he played soccer too. You know what I'm saying? He was a soccer bob like me. So that's why he was my favorite player. Fun fact about Purple fucking Do-Rag tonight, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I shot that bitch. I came down with my ankle. Did it go in? Hell no, that bitch ain't go in. Did it go in? No. No, it ain't gonna go in, nigga. And football, I was in C.A. Johnson. We were playing motherfucking LR, Lower Richland. Shout out to Lower Richland out there at Hopkins.
Are these high schools?
These real high school, yeah, in South Carolina. Columbia, South Carolina. Hopkins. Forest Acres, everybody. Shout out to Dutch Fort. Monty, shout out to him. He won goddamn the championships out there like 3 times and all that. Yeah, shout out to Monty and Dutch Fort. Anyways, we playing LR. I'm at C.A. Johnson. I'm the safety. Having a good game, calling shit out. I'm like, call the sack. I'm like, yo, they weak on that side. Goddamn, dude, slow when you goddamn, just hit him with the, boom. Play over. Over. I hear. I'm just standing there, oblivious to nothing, just waiting for the next play. Man, folks hit me so hard, bro.
What position did you play?
I was safety.
They just took out the whole defense.
Bro, the nigga hit me so hard. I quit.
You quit football or you just quit that game?
Football! Nigga, what? Mad at me? I don't even play bad, nigga. Oh, man, I'm still salty about that hit, boy. Man, bro, I had motherfucking, you know how when the bitch hit the quarterback good, then that bitch got that shit all in his head? Man, them folk hit me, bro. I've been the punter of the school. I'm glad I moved to Virginia, boy. I'm glad my daddy got that motherfucking promotion, boy.
he hit you.
Man,
you moved to South Carolina.
Man, I was a hoe. I was a hoe in the school, man. I was that nigga. Look at me, this pussy ass nigga quit on us.
Man, that must have been a hard hit, man. I done seen some hits where snot bubbles be going.
Man, listen, bro. I was so mad, bro. Then my team laughing at me. All I hear is, ooh. Red, if the ref would have threw a flag, I would have felt better. No flag. I'm on the sideline. The coach cussing me out.
And you hurting.
I ain't even hurt. My feelings hurt. Bro, I just envision my feet touching my motherfucking back of my head like this. And I'm sliding in the motherfucking dirt. Like he hit me. I'm not forward, not to the side, from the back. Some big motherfucking, this is South Carolina, this nigga eat more greens than me.
Yeah, South Carolina, you're going to have some 350-pound guys in high school.
Nigga had to be 250. Shit, at that age, nigga, I probably was a good 100. He could have been 175. It would have folded me up. Listen, folks, I just envision my cleats touching the back of my helmet and me just in the dirt like this. I don't know how my body was, but I just knew I was sliding. I ain't had no control of my body.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? You gotta. I ain't that tough, bro. I ain't that tough. I will fight the fuck out you. But I ain't about to be goddamn keep going out there and getting hit all day. And then the motherfucker hit me. And it's just a game. I'm gonna want to fight.
What about boxing?
No, I don't do that either. I will fight the fuck out you on some defensive shit. Let me reiterate that. You know what I'm saying? Like you like I ain't trying to get no prize out of that. I don't want no prize.
Yeah.
But I will fight you.
You know, one of the things that I appreciate about sports when we think about sports for breakfast on episode 3, late for breakfast, is NIL, name, image, and likeness. You know, a few years ago, however long ago it was, the NCAA changed its rules, as you already know.
Mm-hmm.
They're just telling everybody in the crowd, in our audience, NCAA changed its rules, and now athletes are able to gain a profit on their name, image, and likeness. So, like, I think last football season, Shedeur Sanders, I believe, was the number one paid college athlete, right? And he was making more money than some NFL football players. Starters, thank you. In college. This is huge.
Hey, bro. If there was a such thing as an NIL when I was young and playing football and shit like that, and I knew that, and you can give me money as a baby, folks, I would took that hit like a man, brother. But for free at that time, bro.
And you took that hit in high school. That wasn't even a college hit.
No, listen. This was nigga. I played 7th grade, skip 8th. I'm in the 9th grade playing football. I ain't played Pop Warner. I ain't playing the street. Motherfucker just said, sign up for football, you fast. Okay, cool. All the other black dudes and cool kids were signing up for football. Why wouldn't I? Shit. Sometimes you gotta stay in your lane, people. You gotta know when you in your own lane. Bro, I'm not going out there playing no football with your ass today, boy. I'm not playing with you. No, hell no. I'll shoot a basketball with you. And then once I feel like my ankle feeling like it's a little tender, I'm done. I'm done. Only people gonna get the max out of me if they want to play some sports with me is my kids. And we going this weekend to the field up there. We're gonna go to the basketball shit. We're gonna go pump football up. Hopefully this weekend it feel good outside. We're gonna go out there and get our lungs cracking. You hear me?
What park y'all go to?
You know, we on the internet, so up the street.
Right. Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And I keep that fire, so don't play with me now. Yeah. You see
know what?
me in the street, be discreet.
There's some real nice parks that I've seen. They call it the Wisp, the Williamsburg. No, is it War Hill Sports Complex?
Right.
That one's really nice in Williamsburg.
I like that joint over there by Mitchville.
Yeah. The park across the street.
Yeah, that shit is that big motherfucker. I like that.
Yeah,
Like
that's a good.
I take my dogs out that bitch and get to running. Like,
Yeah,
I with my dogs, I just run because they just, I'm at the age I don't too much do no running. I don't got no reason to run. When I was like 16, when I was from time that I could start running to about 20, 31, I give you a run for your money. 32, I raised some young niggas and I got smoked. I said, I know what niggas like. I know what it feel like to be in the NFL now. I know what it feel like to be in the NBA and you lose that step.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
at this time I'm full blown. I'm weeded. I'm drinking. You know, I'm gaining weight in the midsection that I've never had. I'm noticing the heavy weight. My face getting fat as hell. You heard me? I'm smoking cigarettes. I don't smoke them bitches no more, the ladies. I smell like some tree, but I will not smell like the cigarette to the black. Mm-mm.
You know, man, if you ever feel that coming on where you're like feeling the age coming on, like you said, in your face, you feel a little sluggish or whatever. Um, Fasting is a real good way to
Right.
restore your energy. Like a 3-day fast, just water, no food, no medicine, a lot of sunlight, a lot of water, a lot of movement during that time. Real good way to reset your energy
So
and
what's something that I
boost.
can drink to detox before I fast?
All right, so you can detox before you fast, but I don't recommend it. I recommend that you fast
Then,
first,
right.
then you follow up with a detoxification. This gives the human body the ability to do its natural detoxification process first with just water. And then thereafter, now you add in some herbs to give you a boost.
You gotta give me that recipe. Then I do that.
Yeah.
I went to juvie. When I went to juvie, I went to TDH out here. I was the detention home, and I had to make a decision like who I wanted to be while I was locked up. Did I want to be a bully? Or do I want to fucking be modest and know and learn how to bid? Because growing up the way I grew up, I only thought I was gonna do bids. So it's like if a nigga bring it to me, then I handle that. Win, lose, or draw. I'm the same nigga tomorrow. That was the motto as a jit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a motto even as a grown ass man to me today.
That's a tough motto right there.
Yeah, win, lose, or draw. I'm the same nigga tomorrow, bro. I ain't chasing no fucking ass whippings, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if you beat me today, I'm gonna win tomorrow because I'm gonna move on from it. But if you bring that shit to me, then we gotta take it to another level. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's beyond the point of being afraid. Now I got to be on point. I got to be aware. I got to really lock into a whole nother person because if you're afraid and you let fear take over you, you will fucking die with it. People will see that shit. So I fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, only water. And the fucking people was about to put me in a mental home. And I said, nah, I'm straight. Jesus did it. And you saying like in the books that y'all gave us to read, they're saying that we only need water. And I'm drinking water and I'm exercising and I actually feel good. I ain't trying to fight nobody. I'm being uh, mild mannered, you know. But it's
You
like y'all want a motherfucker,
painting a picture right now.
huh?
You painting an important picture right now.
Right. So it's like they wanted me to eat that food and be uncontrollable instead of showing people, yo, we don't really need this food all the time. We can really just lock in and be about self and be building ourselves up. And then after our fast, if we want to eat certain things off them trays, we done trained ourselves how to eat and how to build discipline on ourselves. So I didn't eat any of the meat the whole time that I was in juvie. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't eat pork and I'm finicky, so some days I might eat beef and I just stop eating beef and it might be years before I eat the shit. But I love a good hamburger. I'm a nigga. I'm from the country. I see them shits all on the side of the road. Every time I look at them, put cheese on them bitches. You hear me? That's fucking disgusting. Every time I see a cow, put cheese on that bitch in a bun.
There's a lot of people who gotta have their cheeseburgers.
Man, I love them bitches. I need to get away from them again, bro. Because just to be honest, like, I noticed the difference. With beef, I ain't really that hungry, bro. I'm be honest. But like when I just on my turkey and my salad shit and my chicken, it's like, bro, I be starving, man. Like literally starving. Like I can eat. Like I love a salad. A good salad, I be full. I'm full as a bitch after I eat that whole. I eat every bit of it. Like, and it's just so good to me. Like I want every bit of the salad. Then I might do some shit. An hour later, I need a chicken sandwich or something. Cause I don't,
You want to know? You want to know what that is?
What is it?
Worms and parasites.
All right, then I know who to goddamn get in contact with to help me goddamn get them bitches up out of there.
That's just detoxification. And like I said, I think fasting should be the first step. But even if you didn't do the fast, the detox, the second phase of a 10-day detox from root tribes kills the worms and parasites. And we use herbs like wormwood, Oregon grapefruit, black walnut hull. These are some of the herbs in the combination in the detox.
I only live to learn, man. That's the only reason I'm here. Learn and to learn somebody something. You hear me? So that's definitely a route I definitely need to go because I ain't getting no younger. I don't know who looking, who will see. I don't have no secret to my youthfulness. I will be 40 years old come August 6th, 1985. You hear me? I don't have no secrets. I don't put any chemicals on my face. Only chemicals that go on my face is the oil that drains down from my hair when I sweat onto my face. I only put a in coconut oil.
That's how it should be, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't put nothing on my head that don't supposed to be there, that ain't got the right ingredients. You don't really need anything in your hair. And definitely stop if you put hard water in your hair, moisturize it. Hard water is shower water. Like I'm gonna go live on my Facebook, Joseph Green, and show y'all what comes out of your water and why you shouldn't drink tap water. Because it's so many, it's fecal in your tap water, bro. We washing fecal water. This is a fact.
Yeah.
So I wash my secret to beautiful skin is shit water. It's true. I only use a white rag and tap water. And we know they recycle that shit. So wherever our water coming from down the next screen, we just getting, and we live on the edge of the water. So everything that's coming from the state on the James River, we get that. So our water is so filtered. I don't like that. But it's true. No matter how fucked up I'm saying, like, hey.
It is. This is just what it is when it comes down to filtration systems, water moving through pipes. all that kind of shit. I mean, it's a lot of it that goes into this equation, but they're not able to handle it the way that they should be as far as cleansing. It's not cleansing, but purifying the water. At the same time, we as soon as we can, I recommend every family out there to go to a natural running water source, like a stream or something that is fresh water, and you're going to get great pH balance from that water. Use a charcoal filter to pump the water, and you're going to get some. You're going to feel. When you drink that water, you're going to feel like T'Challa when you drink the heart shaped herb.
So, if somebody wanted to get if somebody wants to do a holistic lifestyle and get that type of stuff,
Sure.
like, do you know where that person can, tap in and get some knowledge and get the herbs, the correct herbs and stuff like that? Do you know?
Absolutely. So I recommend roottribes.com. So Root Tribes has a lot of different detoxification kits, 10-day detoxes. And the way the detoxes work for them is 3 steps. First step is gut cleanse. So that's focused on cleansing out the gastrointestinal system of all the food that's been accumulating over time, using Cascara Sagrada, and a few other herbs that are real good at serving as a laxative, a natural laxative. Then the second step is worms and parasites. So a lot of the times when we have cravings for sugar, for enriched flour, added salts and stuff like that, a lot of the times that's worms and parasites. Then the last step of the detox is revitalization, based upon whatever detox they got. So if they got a diabetes reverse, then it's going to have herbs in the last step for the pancreas and for bettering those processes of the body. If it's for bones, then the last step will be for bones. The last step is revitalization for whatever it is they're dealing with. So we have some for the immune system, some for nerves, some for the brain, some for every part of the body. Mm-hmm. Every tribes.
So y'all see it, roottribes.com. Get your motherfucking holistic health going on. If you about that, you can be anybody. Me, them, everybody. Get your health right. You see me up here talking about my own personal shit about why my cravings is like this, why I'm hungry. I don't give a fuck. I'll let you know the real. Ain't no motherfucking secrets. Yeah, it is secrets. Some shit you'll never know. But when it comes to health, man, you need to share it out here, man, so motherfuckers can know what's going on. So we talking about shouting out roottribes.com. Go ahead.
I'm gonna show you something real quick. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show everybody something real quick that they're gonna like. So if anybody's ever having some problems, and just so you know, everybody, in the description of this video, there's a link down in there for the Mastermind Library. So this book right here, that's called The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies, it's in there, right? So this is the portion of the book called the Medicinal Herbal Reference Guide. Very powerful portion of the book. It's like 10 to 20 pages of every disease and issue that the human body has, the brain and the nervous system has, and what herbs
Zoom in a little bit more.
Beneficial for them.
All right, perfect.
So we got bones, childhood diseases, cancer, digestive. We got a lot of different, drug addiction, female issues, ears, and the list goes on and on and on. This is on page 13 in this book right here called The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies, and for everybody out there. And like I was telling y'all, this book is available in PDF form in the Mastermind Library, which is in the description of this video. So feel free to click the link, check it out. There's a lot of other great books in there. Probably got about 1,000 books in the library, in the Mastermind library so far. But this book right here is like, I mean, this is like having gold, to be completely honest with you. Like, if you wanted to completely step away from the hospital and completely step away from medicine, you could use this book to completely substitute medicine.
So if you got any common sense, you can just go to what he was just talking about and just get yourself together with those combinations or those potions that they used to teach us about in the cartoons and shit when we was younger, when they used to heal people. Those are the potions that they had. So magic is really real. You know what I'm saying? Root tribes can help you heal yourself. It's showing you how to motherfucking get the pancreas right there, the diabetes. All the ingredients right there. Shit that motherfuckers got in their kitchen.
Thank you. Right there in the kitchen.
Right there in the kitchen.
And herbs, a bunch of these herbs will grow in your garden. You could have fresh amaranth. So like amaranthus, I know it sounds, probably a lot of people might not have heard that name of it, but there's a lot of people who go to the Caribbean restaurant and they order callaloo. Callaloo and amaranthus caudatus are the same thing. They're one and the same, right? So yeah, eat your amaranth, eat your ginseng, your bilberries, use your cinnamon. Go ahead and get the cinnamon sticks and make and scratch the grate the cinnamon. Get your evening primrose. But yeah, there's a lot of plants out here that will solve a lot of the health problems. So like a lot of the people are out here, no hate, no shame, no nothing on anybody. But there's a lot of people out here who are taking medicine, and it says right on the bottle, can give you diabetes, can give you blood issues, can give you a heart attack, can give you death.
Erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, these are side effects of all these things, and these plants, they ain't got no side effects. Now, there's some warnings. There's certain plants we don't want to use on a woman when she is when she is pregnant, or maybe someone has high blood pressure or something like that, right? So there's certain herbs they wouldn't use in that space. But for the most part, every one of these herbs can be used to heal just about anything. Like I make a healing serum called healing serum, and the ingredients are olive oil, garlic, yarrow.
And go to Root Tribes and buy that motherfucker.
There you go. And let's see, olive oil, yarrow, garlic, and mullein flowers. Well, once you mix all of these together and you let it just sit there in that oil for like 2 or 3 months, maybe, at earliest you take it out and use it maybe after a few weeks, but really like a few months. Well, that's better than Neosporin.
Make you heal faster.
Oh my God, yes. Let's say a person got, stab wound, gunshot wound, can't get to a hospital, but the person who's with them, they got some healing serum, right?
It's like youth oil.
There you go. What I would do for them is I would tell them first, I'd make them swallow a teaspoon of it so it can start healing from within. And then maybe like a couple hours after I did that, then I would put some right on the wound. And the same thing it's that same healing serum if they got bit by a snake.
So with roottribes.com, they actually guide you through your journey if you need help being guided through your journey.
Absolutely.
Being helped. That's dope, man. Shout out to Root Tribes, man.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to Root Tribes, man. And that's my brother shit, man. So, shout out to the guy with the motherfucking book, man. You late for breakfast already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. A long time ago, I recognized that our people were suffering with a lot of different diseases that came as a result of lifestyle. and I knew I had the tools to be able to, to help and to make a difference. So my wife and I, we sat down and we put it all together. We created the holistic health combinations, the detoxification kits, and then a bunch of the other products up there. This is all built and created in the kitchen, and a
So,
bunch of it is grown out in the garden. Go ahead.
so what what brought you to the mind and the and have the discipline to be in this lane? You understand? Because not just on the holistic side, you do this, you can do that, this. Like, what inspired you to go forward with that? You know, and starting with the book, because we're gonna talk about the guy with the book. Who gave you that ambition to pick up that book and seek that knowledge yourself?
I appreciate you asking the question. Um, I got married nearly 10 years ago, and I knew I had found the woman of my dreams, but I didn't know the challenges that came with stepping into that space of marriage. If
Right,
I had planned to take it serious, and I had planned to take it serious, so I didn't have no clue what I was really stepping into, especially with my wife already having children prior to the marriage, which I was okay with, but I still didn't really understand what I was stepping into.
right.
So I stepped into a lot of unresolved trauma. I stepped into a lot of challenges that I didn't quite understand, and I went through some things, and things got kind of hard. So at one point, a couple years into the marriage, I uh, I said, you know what, I can only do one or the other. I can only do the military. 'Cause I was still in the army at this point. I could only do the army,
Thank you for
or
the service.
I can do my marriage. I can't do both of these. This is just too heavy. So I completed my second enlistment. I let the army go. So this is where the change really took place for me. I was a combat photographer in the military. That's a very rare position to have, rare profession to have, period, in the world. But in the military, it's kind of prestigious to
Yeah, I ain't never met nobody do that. So that's like, that's some brave ass shit. Cause you
appreciate.
taking pictures and motherfuckers getting shot at. So thank you for your service. Shout out to my Marine out there, motherfucking. What's that shit called? Camp Pendleton out there in San Diego and sunny San Diego. Shout out to my Marine B1K Brian. I love you. Thank you for your service to all the branches. Get a right hand. Yeah.
There you go. So when I left the military, and I for a long time, that was 14 years I was in the army. When I got into conversations with people, I would often lean on what my job was, but I would tell people I am a combat photographer. I didn't realize what I was setting myself up for by identifying as the combat photographer and not telling people this is my profession. This is what I do to earn money. So I went through an identity crisis, a full depression in the middle of a marriage with, at that point, we had, I believe we had 5 children at that point. One of the worst times to go through an identity crisis. And
Who you telling, man? I be doing.
so when I went through the when I went through the depression, I didn't really know what was going on, but I understood after like a couple of weeks, yo, you got to get it together. Like there's still work to get done. This children still got to be taken care of. You still got to deal with this wife, right? You still got to deal with all these challenges. So I really started to do that some shadow work within, and uh, I focused on how I had accepted second, and I really started to look at this vessel, and I'm like, yo, man, this is a freaking Lamborghini. This is a bulletproof Lamborghini. What am I doing? How am I accepting second?
Mm,
Like this is a Mach 3 jumbo jet.
mm,
What am I doing? First is supposed to be easy. Why am I accepting second? So like I had to go through this in my mind. It was a fight that happened. And once first won that fight in my mind, I let go of everything that was aligned with second, right? So that was really a mindset. That was a whole foundation that I had to completely shatter. I had to get on that foundation with the sledgehammer, and I had to just beat my own foundation and break it apart and get all that rubble out of there. Because for first to stand, for it to be built properly, it had to have a foundation of absolute truth. So what I focused on thereafter was just starting from scratch. But I let go of everything. When I say I let go of everything, I let go of everything. I let go of music, entertainment. Like I was driving down the street, taking the children to school, audiobooks is playing. I ain't got. I forgot my phone. No problem. Radio's off. No music. Entertainment cut off. I'm eating holistic food every day. Drinking water. I'm getting sunlight. I'm getting movement. I got goals, and I'm focused on love, compassion, empathy, righteousness. I'm focused on giving.
mm.
With no expectation of
Expectation
return.
of nothing.
Right. And in this space I it was like my body was on fire one day when I was walking down Cary Street in Richmond. And this is probably, I don't know, it was anywhere from 15 seconds to, I don't know, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. I don't know how long it was. But once it was over, I never saw anything the same again. Everything that I looked at, I saw it for what it really was, and I could hear differently at that point. Like
Mm.
I could sense differently at that point. Like I could feel my blood flowing. I could feel my heart beating. I could feel electricity moving through my nerves and my veins. And I took that energy and I just applied it to solving other problems. But because I was able to see everything for what it was, I was able to see the Western plan that has been carried out here. I was able to see what has happened to the environment throughout around the world. I was able to see what has happened in the agricultural space, what's happened in the political space. I was able to see what's going on in the academic space, the religious leader space. I was able to get an understanding of the sacred geometrical algorithm that has been kind of placed upon mankind, and I was able to see how to change it.
I had the same experience, but I ain't. I when you were saying you were just walking into this, like something said hey to me, and I was like, oh, oh, oh shit! It like I really can't like how you just walk. It's like basically you catch the Holy Ghost, but I'm only in my own mind. I'm not in nobody else's thoughts. Only thoughts I'm into is learning from people that been through or going through. Music ain't the thing. When you depressed, ain't the thing to listen to me.
I want to touch the Holy Ghost real quick if you cool with that.
Let's go ahead.
So when I'm in one-on-one conversations with people, I that's what I tell them that happened on while I was walking down Cary Street. I caught the Holy Ghost, right? Then I break it down to them based upon what the Bible says about how to achieve the Holy Ghost. It literally tells you that you got to achieve purity and you got to repent, right? Now, if we look at repent in a modern dictionary, it's more than likely going to say to be sorrowful.
Mm-hmm.
However, in the older dictionaries, it tells you to be sorrowful and to turn from your ways.
Be a
Well,
totally
well
different person.
you said what?
Be a totally different person.
Yeah, to turn away from those wicked ways or whatever, right? So I did all of that. And it also says in the Bible to let go of your burdens to catch the Holy Ghost. Well, if we look at burdens from a symbolic perspective, then burdens would be symbols in your mind that you've allowed to kind of, in a way, take over. Well, part of how I achieved this was I let go of all religion. I didn't just let go of music and all. I let go of everything that had a stronghold of symbols in my mind, and I wouldn't allow those areas of my mind to be fed with information at all. And I was like, nah, I'm reshaping everything and I'm rewiring it all, right? And but to do that, I had to let go of those suggestions. And I've told multiple people because of walking this path and seeing it for myself. I told quite a few people, I'm like, yo, a lot of these pastors out here, they ain't got no Holy Ghost. You got to let go of everything to get the Holy Ghost. You basically have to turn yourself into a vessel that's white as snow, right? Your whole garment has got to be clean. It's got to be a fresh Photoshop document.
I
And
I
so
I
you got to
thought
wipe
like
everything.
on the whitest snow part, like in my mind, I said I had to go as pure as the space.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? And space has no color. It's only what you depict because during the day it can be blue, it can be red, it can be orange, blues or purple, blues. Depends on where you're looking from. You know what I'm saying? So the foundation of every color is black, right? So when I let go and I just seen what I had in front of me, it was all black. And it's people may call it tunnel vision or the Holy Ghost. When you lock it or lock in, depends on where you come from. This is the feeling that you know, okay, this is what I got to do. This is what I'm going to do. I see it and I'm going to get it. And over, I don't care what nobody say. If you stop doing the fuck shit in your life right now, in 3 years, your life will be in a whole nother realm. You'll be in a whole nother timeline. You will see things a whole different route. Like people don't be understanding that it's really in your control to be into bullshit. You know what I'm saying? To your energy, your vibrations, the geometric vibrations of the world. What bro just said that they putting on top of us and taking away from us is true. And if you once you once you get into you get woke or catch your Holy Ghost or get your tunnel vision, you ain't gonna see what the importance of your own life is, and that it doesn't work without you. And that's what a lot of us don't be understanding until we hit that point that it doesn't work without me. And until your time is expired, you have to keep that mentality of I want to better myself. I want to learn. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to go here. If you see that shit and you believe that shit, and you dream that shit, you're gonna have that shit. Listen, it's been times I've been defeated, and I know what the guy with the book is telling me, or telling you guys when he was in that spot and he had to choose: did he want his family or did he have to do the army? He chose his family. You know, niggas went through their woes. It's times that I had to choose: do I want to live this type of life or do I want to live this type of life? I chose a life to be near my family instead of traveling and being all over the world or all over the country. Like we all got to make these decisions, and once you really make the right decision, even the wrong decision, don't get it fucked up. Even the wrong decision, you can get tunnel vision on and you get sucked into a fucking trap. But if you already in that, you can get yourself out of that. You
Let me
can,
touch that. Let me
yeah.
touch that real quick, right? And I appreciate you curbing the conversation here and us touching this. this topic. Please understand, everybody, that these decisions come with major sacrifice. Always remember that when I tell this story, I completed 14 good years in the military. And for me to maintain my marriage, I had to sacrifice a military retirement for that. I only had 6 more years to go, but there's almost no way possible that I would have still been married at the 20-year mark, you know? So it's already hard to just say no to what we want to do, but understand that there's going to be a price in this. But if you pay that price diligently and you're righteous about what you're doing, there's major, major blessings. Like if anybody who knows my children knows my life, they've been able to see the blessings. But I had to walk that path for those blessings to manifest. I had to do it with faith. I had to walk by spirit and not by sight.
That's about look. And if the motherfucker don't be understanding, walk by spirit, walk by faith. Your body is a vessel. Life is motherfucking serious. But also have fun. Also don't step on niggas' toes.
That's balance.
Like, it takes a real being to keep it funky with themselves. Because once you can be real with your goddamn self, G-O-T, damn self, you ain't gonna be able to keep it real with nobody in the world. And that all comes with knowing who you are and grabbing that motherfucker and loving that motherfucker. Because before you can love somebody else, you got to love you. And that's the whole point of finding, like, he had made a sacrifice for his family that's loving himself. He made a sacrifice so he can raise his children and do what he needs to do. I made a sacrifice of not being a child my whole life and being near my children and being able to have them and do things with them. Like with locking in, tunnel vision, catching the Holy Ghost, all that is inside of you because you have a spirit. You are the spirit. I am. That's why they tell you don't say I am whatever. Negative. You know what I'm saying?
Let me touch that.
I am positive.
Let me touch that. All right, so let's do an experiment real quick. Okay. Yeah. I'm about to do charades and I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. I'm gonna be a magician. Okay. I got the hat right here, and I'm about to make a bird appear.
Right.
Voila! Abracadabra. Hocus pocus, bitch. Right? So keep in mind that we had to use magic words to make this happen. Now, when I want to use real magic, or let's say alchemy instead of magic, the magic words are I am. And when I use those in repetition, like I am a candle maker, I am a brick mason, I am an astrophysicist, and I say it enough, well, I got to become it, because the law of suggestion states, based on my personal definition, that we become what we experience in repetition.
Right.
So I am, if we say I am that I am, and we say that enough, now what happens is you become everything. I am the door.
Yeah.
I am the wind.
Yep.
I am the water.
Yep.
I am the planets.
Yep.
I am the stars.
Yep.
I am the floor.
Yep.
I'm the light.
Yep.
I'm the copper conduit wire of the electricity. I'm the electricity too.
Yep.
Because I am.
I am. And it basically what we trying to tell everybody is love yourself because you in everything. Every wall, every stitch, every fabric of this universe, we part of it. When that motherfucker go in the trash, that's like you dying. Just understand. We all get recycled. Just respect the world. I don't litter. I don't even like litter. I don't like litter bugs. It bothers me. You know? Like, I love clean streets. That's why I love Virginia. People be like, I hate Virginia. Be some of the cleanest streets you will ever be in. Ever.
It is pretty clean out here.
It's beautiful out here. It smells good. You right here by the water. You can catch it. Like, depends on what area you live in. You can catch it. You can catch the ocean smell, or you can catch the river smell.
So peep this, right? That's the beauty of being in a rainforest.
And if we all went out this bitch, it'd be plush.
Everywhere you go, when you drive around Virginia, everywhere you go, anywhere where they haven't cut the grass for a while, there's no trimming of hedges or nothing like that. I don't care if it's just like 20 feet by 20 feet. It's gonna look like a rainforest in that 20 foot by 20 foot square.
Right. This is definitely
We're in rainforest right now. That's the reason why the weather patterns here are just like in any other rainforest. Every damn week it's all 4 seasons.
Listen, I be telling people, like I tell people, I say you gotta look at it like we're right at the crest of both weather systems, the Atlantic and the one that comes from Canada. I don't know what they call it. So we're like right here in the middle. So when the super cold weather and fucking snow comes, we just get the ass end of it. You know, when the fucking hurricanes come, we might get fucked up a little bit, but it just missed us and shit like that. You dig what I'm saying? So we're like we're in the best perfect tropical area for a decent winter because it might be 4, 5, 6 years before we get a decent sheet of snow.
And when you think about things growing very well, think food grows best around the edge of water.
Right? Always.
And then when you look at a map of Virginia, where I am, if you're in Newport News as well, we're on a peninsula.
Yeah, we stick out.
We're on a natural peninsula.
Yeah, that's why they call us a peninsula. Yeah.
Everything grows amazingly well.
If you don't know what a peninsula is, or you just heard the word, when you really didn't know what it means, look it up. I'm going to just say, for lamest terms, it's a piece of land that sticks out into the water. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good way to explain it.
You know what I'm saying?
Basically, a land that's surrounded by water.
That's it. We could be an island because if you go up a little bit, we got to cross over a bridge, and that's if they ain't have a dam somewhere up there, we kind of probably would be an island.
Yeah.
Up there by the reservoir and all that, and the Queens River right there.
We got an island over here, Fort Monroe.
That's what I'm saying. But that been there. And, you know, talk about sacred geometry. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about that too. You know what I mean?
When you talk about sacred geometry, shout out to anybody out there who's drawing their circles, you know, because that's a powerful science. Sacred geometry takes us into a lot of different spaces. That takes us into our movements every day. That takes us into the celestial sphere, to the planets and the stars. Takes us to atomic theory, protons, neutrons, electrons. Sacred geometry takes us to the golden ratio. Takes us to the production of cells, the multiplication of cells. It takes us to DNA. Sacred geometry can take us in a lot of different directions.
So
But
when it come to that, right? Like when I was younger, I remember certain churches, like with the pigs, you go in there, walk. Oh shit, your church is like really creepy almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's dope. I can be in here. But then you go into these newer churches, and that bitch like a jailhouse waiting room.
well, you got to keep in mind, man, that there's a reason why the prison, the school, and the church might have a bunch of similar elements. And when I say the church, I'm talking about primarily the melanated churches of America. You look at a good few of those Caucasian churches, and they're these really beautiful cathedrals with all this nice stained glass, and the architecture
like that fucking church in the Catholic church in DC. It's just majestic almost. Like you see it with nice green grass coming out of all the embassies, because all the embassies right there, they ain't even got no price tags on them bitches. They ain't never gonna move out of them. You know what I'm saying? So you talking about $1 billion houses.
Is that the ones that we have this thing with our energy, and American melanated people, we have this amazing creativity. So we'll take something that we really rock with and we'll remix the hell out of it. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times we won't learn its origin. So we won't understand exactly why that thing was implemented in the first place. So without that origin, now we've remixed it and it's screwing us up faster than ever before. Well, why? Because something that wasn't even created for us, now we're trying to make it our thing in our way. And it wasn't set up for us to ever win with, ever. Right. So this is why the institutions for us, the religious spaces, they look the way that they do. And on top of that, when you got a lot of people who have accepted the one size fits all approach for humanity or for Americans, their energy level is never going to be where it needs to be to take another organization, let's say, out of the churches. I don't want to name any other organizations, but other organizations to higher levels. Right now, the only one that I can think of that's taken the organization to high levels for a very long time is probably the NOI.
Who's that?
The Nation of Islam. Okay. I'm a member of the Moorish Science Temple, and I got a lot of respect for it. But I don't see in the last, let's say, 50 to 75 years, the kind of accomplishments that I've seen from the Nation of Islam with a bunch of their members. So it's you're hard pressed to find organizations that have pretty good leadership, and you can easily see throughout the organization that the membership is following the suit. But that just has a lot to do with people accepting Western ways. There's a lot of Western ways you can accept behind closed doors that nobody ever sees, and you don't even realize that it's bleeding through your character, and it's bleeding through your virtues and the way you operate in principles in the world. And that reverberates, that bounces off of other people, that energy transfers But I see you got something burning. Let's get it over here.
But if the people, melanated people, say, and the shoes that I've been in, if they don't care, you know, well, does it matter? You know what I'm saying? Like, should we just be selfish and just keep the knowledge to ourselves and wait for the people that want to be knowledgeable and bring them in? Like, how does that go? Or
So before we started the live, I sent you a text message.
right?
It was about the 8 trauma reactions.
Yeah, I seen it, but I didn't even check it out. I was gonna listen to it before I went to bed.
So good. So one of the trauma reactions is trauma abstinence. So one of the things that a person may do as a trauma reaction, if they're triggered somehow, is distance themselves, disassociate themselves from whatever it is that they feel like is, you know, overwhelming them. These different trauma reactions can manifest on an individual level, and we even see it at the group level. Well, what's the trauma? For some people, maybe mother and father having some type of issues when they're children. For others, it may be generational. So when we talk about melanated people in America, if it's generational, it's more than likely tied to slavery in some which way, shape, or form, whether their family was free or their family was a slave. Somehow, they got a piece of that, and they're still moving with it. They haven't learned how to change perspective on that trauma. See, the trauma happened. There's no getting away from it. This is the reality of trauma. However, throughout our entire life, we have the ability to change perspective of the self-image that was in the midst of that trauma, that experienced that trauma. And in that space of changing that perspective to one of truth, this is where healing is. And then you start to see individuals start to look a little lighter, right? They don't look like they're so heavy. They don't look like they're so weighed down no more, a little lighter. And then you start to see a chain reaction throughout society. And we're starting to see that now. That's happening in real time, the Great Awakening.
Right. So it's like, from what you're speaking of, some type of trauma. I'm gonna put it like this: of a redneck or racist white gentleman that don't like black people, and he has a daughter, and she grows up. They kind of like in the same bracket as niggas, so she grows up in the school with black people, but she's traditionally learning the heritage of her people, but she's also being around 8 hours a day around the opposite people, and they showing her love and woody woody whoop, and she goes and has a baby with a black guy, and now the family is forced to start loving the black baby, and then all of a sudden the family starts to say, you know what was I so mad about? These people are all right. So that's kind of like almost healing a trauma and breaking the generational curse of, if someone was to do that and that scenario was to happen, per se. Like, that's kind of like a trauma too. I was putting that in that. I don't know why I put that in that type of perspective, but that was kind of like how I put that.
When I look at melanated people in America in a one size fits all type of approach, I don't always do this, but this will help for this next way I'm gonna explain. A, a lot of melanated people in America are showing symptoms of Stockholm syndrome.
What's
So
that?
Stockholm syndrome is basically where you'll have a group of people dealing with certain issues as a result of them living amongst their captors.
They don't have no home. So they just adapt into what the fuck being taught.
Almost like you don't have a home, but you do have a home, but the home is you being a hostage.
Yeah.
And then you kind of have generations grow up in that. And it's almost like you start to forget that you're a hostage.
So that goes back to us being states. I mean, everybody else that have borders are countries. That's back into the minimizing the thought in the the broader, because if we was just United States, if we were just united of America, it'd be a big one pride thing. But individually, just like individuals with football teams, we got our own. I'll kill you over this shit. They'll kill a person over a football team. I'm not that invested. You know what I'm saying? Into hurting anybody over a football team. Go Chargers. I want you to win. But
That's the Western mindset.
yeah.
Keep in mind that like Caesar, when he had unrest and he was trying to get the people under control, he gave them the games at the Coliseum. So that's exactly what these baseball and football arenas and stadiums look like.
And that's exactly what it is. It's sit here and shut the fuck up for 2 hours while we handle business, son.
And drain your pockets while you're there.
$16 for goddamn a beer. I don't drink beer, so I'm drinking liquor if I'm at that motherfucker. So you gonna spend a pretty it's not expensive as you would think it would be, but it's expensive.
Well, think about it like this, right? $16 for a beer, that's not that big of a deal. But imagine if you decide to take a bunch of your friends, of family, and you wanna ball out for the day.
$16 for a 22-ounce beer, if that is insane.
And then imagine that you brought your children too, so now you buying some, they want
Popcorn,
some food or whatever, and you spending almost at least $10 for every single thing you're purchasing, even if it could just fit in the palm of your hand.
$4.50 for some popcorn.
You might mess around and go to the game, and like so the tickets you paid like $400 for the tickets, and
Those some good ass seats now. You know, you got to be bargaining. Like if you want to go get you some good seats.
not if you done brought your lady and you done brought your children. Might even brought a family member, say birthday or something, right? So you done made it a family affair. You balling out, right? You just spent $400 or $500, and this is for the cheap seats. Now, when you go and get your snacks, your food, and your beer, now you just spend another like $200-$300
Easily.
Wifey is like, yeah, I want some fries, but I also want some tacos, and give me a drink too. Well, the drink was like $14. For like 12 ounces, a whole lot of ice. And
I'm gonna be honest. Depends on what bartender you walk up to.
Okay.
They're gonna show you love now.
There you go.
Cause when we went to the Panthers versus the Chargers versus Panthers in Carolina,
right?
You know what I'm saying? They I forget who liquor it was. I think it was LeBron, somebody liquor. He was showing love. I only got 2 of them bitches because I only do 2 drinks when I'm out and about with my family. You know what I'm saying? Because if anything, if I get pulled over and I get a DUI, I'm suing the motherfucking stadium because you gave me too much liquor. You know what I'm saying? I only had 2 drinks. You know what I'm saying? And y'all supposed to be trained enough to know when I'm too drunk, then get another drink, right? Anyways, 2 drinks, guys. 2 fucking drinks. Then wait till you get home and have a rest. 2 drinks. That's important information that made me goddamn lose my train of thought after that. 2 drinks when you out and about until you get back to your crib, and don't leave your motherfucker's crib after them 2 drinks. Because if they
2 trains.
2 drinks, man. 2 drinks, you know what's going on. You can control yourself. You can drive. You ain't too fucked up. None of that. You hear me? You and 2 drinks, you're gonna be feeling like, yeah, you can talk about something. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? If you that type of person that needs to drink something. You hear me? But 2 drinks, y'all. While you out and about, 2 drinks. Especially you out for like 2-3 hours. What the fuck you need 4-5 drinks for? You out 2-3 hours. You gonna be fucked up.
So see, some people's tolerance
ain't a such thing, no tolerance. They just can walk a little straighter. They rode the bike longer. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Well, let me go ahead and give my last remarks so I can give you the floor. You know, I really appreciate everybody who comes out and checks out Late for Breakfast. This is a fun show. You know, we're able to talk about a lot of different things. We can go from sports to spirituality to academics and fatherhood. We can touch so many different topics, you know. So please keep supporting, you know. Please keep commenting. Please keep sharing. And I just want to say peace to everyone.
You already know what it is, man. This is Purple Do Rag. That was a Guy with the book. You definitely are late for breakfast, man. But we out here, and I just want to, thank the most for bringing me and my guys together so we can bring this out here to y'all, put this together, keep this thing going. Shout out to A&M Customs out there in Arkansas, Jonesboro to be effect. If you need anything printed, get with them ASAP. You dig what I'm talking about? What would put the holistic joint up there real quick so I can shout that out again, because I definitely got a brain fart. Shout out to the guy with the book for hanging in there with me, man. Shout out to roottribes.com, man. Go up there right now, get your health together, man. Health is motherfucking wealth. You hear me? I'm about to get on mine. I'm about to tell you, and I'm gonna tell you about my journey. You know, I got a fat mouth about me. You dig what I'm talking about? So I'm glad y'all stayed tuned, popped in, whatever. Share, comment. We're gonna be checking the comments, making sure that tuning in with our peoples. Subscribe with us. We're gonna talk about some knowledgeable things. We're gonna talk about some bullshit things. We're gonna be I'm gonna be doing my thing. You understand? And I want you to come in, relax, talk to your big aunt. Because that's what we do out here. We out here to learn. And learn something. If you can teach me something, you can challenge me to what I'm saying. Talk to me. Learn me something. Learn my guys something. But we on it. We're going to have some special guests coming up for y'all guys. I'm going to get this thing right for you guys. Brought to you by CBTCO TV. Hey, Chips, bring them cameras out, Brody. You did what I'm saying? And we late for breakfast.